Welcome to the Full Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording. It's 3:56 p.m. That is Central Time. Today is December 16th. We've had quite a dynamic move in energy. So Brent crude is down $1.75, and that is a break below $60, and it's a lower close. We can see that back in April and May, it got down to these levels, but then bounced intraday, and it closed on the low in here today. So this is, I think, a rather significant event. Then there's rising speculation that there's the possibility that there's going to be a deal in Ukraine, and that the Europeans, the USA, and Ukraine are kind of uh, coalescing around a kind of an agreement that's not exactly NATO membership, but it does imply mutual defense. And that's a significant security guarantee for Ukraine, which is totally essential. Now, of course, they still need to discuss about where the border is going to be, but it is looking increasingly likely that peace is looking more likely than not. And this has been the point I've been making for more than a month, that the performance of defense shares suggests that the urgency around the defense sector has waned. Now, when we look at what else is going on, well, gasoline prices broke down last week. And then in here today, we had the precious metals reasonably quiet, even though oil prices were quite weak. And then Bitcoin was up about $1,000. The Dow Jones Industrials was down a couple of hundred points. The Nasdaq was relatively unchanged. And then Tesla is on the cusp of breaking higher. And I think that's really around enthusiasm around the possibility of 2026 being a big year for autonomous vehicles. And this was also the day where we had the EU rolling back some of its ambitions for zero emissions, and then coupled with Ford announcing that they're going to write off almost $20 billion worth of EV investments. Now, that company has a market cap of 58 billion. So, taking a 20 billion write down, it sounds like a lot. And it would basically imply that the book value of the company isn't going to look great, but it's not going to be all cash. And it's only about a quarter of that total will be a cash write down because they're walking away from a battery agreement with